Everybody take a seat. We're going to have Ray come up and tell us about his great experience that he had. Are you ready? Replacing fenders.
Uh-oh. What?
What's that?
Not for me?
Yeah.
We're fine.
Was that?
Hey, keep it down.
Was that?
Keep it down there.
Was that hail or what the hell was it?
That was that cart.
Oh, the cart.
Hi, everybody. Uh-oh.
Testing. So, Ray, if you get up real close,
Yeah, like that.
everybody can hear you, right? Does that sound good? Can you guys hear?
How about now?
See how that works?
It's too noisy in here.
All right. Oh, so attention, everybody. Ray's going to give us an update here.
Like this, Bill? Is that good? All right. Hi, everybody. It's Wednesday. Third Wednesday of the month. Tony was here today and he said, I said, I got Corvette Club tonight. He goes, you need to tell me when Corvette Club is. I go, it's the third Wednesday of the month. We've been doing it forever. So he couldn't make it tonight, but maybe he'll make the next one. So we had a nice weekend with our McLaren in Sonoma a couple weekends ago. We won the first race. Was pretty good right out of the box. Yeah, it was a really nice team effort by everybody to get that done, and the drivers did a great job. And we had some chaos in front of us that Tony drove around, which helps us as well. So we got further up, and it just went really well. And then, of course, in race 2, it rained, and then in race 2, the car was we were a little ways back. We had a little snafu on the pit stop, and it was raining pretty good. And Tony got off in the carousel and collected the tire fence with the left side of the car. So it looks pretty good now. We just got it back together, and it wasn't too expensive. I'll say wasn't too expensive, but it was expensive, but it wasn't too expensive. So sorry. But we got to load this thing back up Friday and go to Circuit of the Americas in Austin next week. So Mark will leave. We'll load this thing up Friday, and then Mark will leave on Monday, and we'll fly down after it on Wednesday. And this particular race is a 3-hour event. So fuel stops, tire stops, driver changes, the whole 9 yards. So it's a bit of a throw together. The series likes to do it once a year, which just drives me crazy because I gotta build a whole pit crew around this whole thing, and we need about 9 to 10 people for a pit stop. So we got to bring a lot of extra people, and there's a lot of logistics to it all. So we're hoping it goes well. We'll see how it goes. Yes, sir. The race is on Saturday from it's on Central Time from 5 p.m. to 8. 5 p.m. to 8. Everything is really on YouTube at the moment. I know there's a MAV TV. We used to be on CBS Sports Network, but that's not valid anymore. So we've been picked up by MAV TV. I don't get MAV TV on my cable service, but always online on YouTube is usually where we get it. Yeah, it's GT World or GT. Well, our race is GT4 America. So, but yeah, so we're hoping for another good weekend, and we'll see how it stacks up. But apologize, the shop's a little messy. We've been really flat out here, so the truck's dirty, and we've just been fixing that car from the damage, and we've just been really behind the 8 ball as far as cleaning. So we let it go a little bit. Sorry, it's all right. But yeah, so we've just had a nice weekend, and I was really proud of the drivers. They really did a good job of getting the car up front, and we were actually chasing a BMW. We were second overall in the race, but first in our class. So there was a pro car. We're a pro am. The pro car was up front with the BMW, and of course we're still learning our new relationship with McLaren, because it's a lot of different people from the last time that we were with McLaren back in 2020 and 21. And so we're texting them because they're not in our pit box. It's like, because we're worried about the rules and the balance of the performance of how they always adjust the cars up and down, and we don't want to ruin that. We're leading our class, so that's good enough. But so we were texting McLaren, and we're like, "Do you want us to hold in second?" And they're like, "No, go get the BMW." So we tried, but we didn't have enough for that car. It had a little. Every time Michael could get close to it, it just gapped back up, which just told me that they had a lot of reserve. So we were happy. We didn't need to win the race overall for ourselves. It was just would have been kind of nice to be able to do it right out of the box. It's always a nice feather in your cap, but it was good. Nice weekend. And you go to California to be warm, and it wasn't warm at all. It was cold and rainy, and golly, I hate that. Yes, sir. Yeah. I think in our field there's over 30, like 30. I want to say it's 31 or 32. There's three. There's pro, which is two pro drivers, pro am, which is what we run, and then an am, so amateur. So yeah, it's chaos. It can be. No earthquake this time. It was great. Done that before out there. It gets a little interesting. Uh, oh gosh. Well, we raced against BMW and Porsche, and of course the Ford Mustang, Mercedes, Aston Martin. I think that's about it at the moment. So it's pretty good. Yeah. Yes, sir. No, we're lucky we do not, because I hate that. It's Yeah, it's good. I mean, the thing is, like sometimes when we get in the other classes, you get put with GT3 cars, which are much faster than the GT4. So, when you get to that traffic point, there's a lot of passing, and you've always got to, for us, since we're the slower class, you always got to watch your mirrors and make sure that you're leaving room for the guys to get by, and it gets a little bit chaotic at times. But with the GT4 class, it's just 32 cars of the relatively same speed cars. So it's a little bit more easier to manage for the drivers. I don't care. I'm standing back behind the pit wall. Hey, go get them. But yeah, so it's a good class. It's very competitive. I mean, there's always something going on around you, and of course, the farther up, I like to get as far up as we can, just because there seems to be less chaos in the front than in the rear of the whole pack. When you get shuffled into the back, sometimes the skill level of some of the AMs is a little bit less than to be desired. So it's back to everybody's working on their, I call it their racecraft. Everybody's working on their racecraft, but it's easier to not get run into in the front. So that's why it's better to be up there. So, but yeah, so thanks for coming out. We'll be in Coda next week, and then back here in May, right? May. Golly, maybe it'll be warmer then. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming out. Thank you.
Thanks, Ray, for an update. How many people drove their Corvette tonight? Oh my God, look at that. The great weather. Ray, thank you for the good weather. You brought it with you. Yeah. Jim's going to give us an update on the Corvette racing. Right, Jim? Okay.
Ray was just telling me that anybody wants to stay late, he's got buckets and microfiber cloths. We're going to wash the truck. Okay. It's the least we can do. I know. I have to go home though. Okay. This last weekend was a big racing weekend in Long Beach. And because it's a temporary street course, they try to pack as much stuff in as they can. So we had IMSA cars running, we had Indy cars running, and we had SRO cars running, which is which is the thing that they race in, but different categories. So in the IMSA cars, they only had the GTP and the GTD cars running. So you didn't have the LMP2 or the GTD Pro. There's a lot of letters here. Anyway, so there were only two classes running, not four. Okay. So there were two Corvettes in that. Then you had the SRO GT America powered by AWS. That's the series. And that's where the GT3 Corvettes run. Last year, remember we talked about DXDT winning all those races? Well, that's the category that they were racing in. This year, DXDT only has one car there, but they have one car in GTD in the IMSA site. I know it gets confusing. Just wait till we start talking about WEC and WEC Asia. What's that? Oh, closer? I don't know. It's pretty loud to me, but I'm right next to the speaker. So, okay. So with the IMSA GTP and the GTD, the DXDT number 36 with Wickens and Tommy Milner driving. Now I talked a little bit earlier in the year about Robbie Wickens. He was a very good upcoming race car driver in the IndyCar program. In his rookie year, he was already winning races. He was doing very well. Unfortunately, he was involved in a horrendous crash and was lucky to survive. He did come out of it with being a paraplegic. So after this was back in 2018. So then he started doing his rehab and all of this. So back in 22, he started racing in a category where they were racing little Hyundai sports cars, little sedans. So he started racing with another fellow. They had hand controls in the car and they had foot controls. He, of course, used the hand controls. The other guy used the foot controls. So they had a pretty decent year. In 2023, they won a championship in their category. So he's been working hard, and now he is finally back in the big time, driving in IMSA GTD car with Tommy Milner under DXDT. In qualifying, he ran the fastest qualifying time, but because of an incident that was his fault, they take away your fastest time. So then you resort to your second fastest time, which gave him a qualifying position of 8th. So you went from 1st to 8th just by losing out on that time. So they started 8th. I got new glasses. I can see, I can't read with them. So anyway, bear with me here. So they qualified 8th, and at the start of the race, they had contact where they lost a rear bumper panel, and they had to come back in and ended up finishing 15th, 2 laps down. So it wasn't a great day. AWA car, which is another Corvette, number 13 GTD, qualified in 11th position. He was helped into the tire barrier, and he lost a lap, but he fought back to finish 13th. Their next race is Laguna Seca, May 11th, which brings us to the SRO GT America powered by AWS. Okay, so you have the number 50 GT3 car, which is a C8 Corvette. They finished in 5th. This is the Saturday race because they race Saturday and Sunday. So they finished in 5th place on Saturday. There was a number 70 car, which is also a GT3 car, but it's an old Callaway C7 Corvette. And they finished in 7th place. The number 11 DXDT car finished in 7th place. So they went 5th, 6th, and 7th for the entire race. Okay, not good, not bad. I'm just saying. So on Sunday, the number 11 DXDT um, Corvette with McDonald driving, he started on the pole simply by the fact that on Saturday they had the fastest lap time for the day. So that put them on the pole for Sunday. Unfortunately, he had a bad start and was jumped by 3 cars right off the bat. So right away at the end of the first lap, he was in 4th place. They ran first, second, third, and fourth throughout the entire race. He did run fastest lap twice during that race, kept upping the lap speed. He kept catching this wily old veteran driving a Audi R8 whose teammate was running third, and he was protecting him because this guy was not in the chase and the other guy is in the chase for the championship. So he was able to keep the Corvette behind him, even though the Corvette was faster. But Long Beach is a very narrow, temporary road course. There are not a lot of passing opportunities. So on the last lap, or the second to the last lap, he would always be able to catch him in the they have a real tight yeah trying to remember what turn it is. Anyway, there's a real tight keyhole. It's about a 35-mile-an-hour turn, and a Corvette every single lap was right on this guy's bumper every time they went in there. Well, with 1 lap to go, he decided he was going to go for it. So he dive bombed the corner. They made contact. The old wily veteran, he got put into the wall. He ended up coming in third, but then again, he ended up with a huge penalty, which took him from third all the way down to fifth. No, I'm sorry, eighth. I lied.
All right.
And the other cars
At least
they
he's
didn't.
not biased. He doesn't judge.
But anyway, their next race is April
But yeah,
20th.
what do you have a
But
I don't have all
like
the
Ray was
starts.
saying, you can catch them on GT World YouTube channel. So you go to YouTube and
Oh, man.
just punch in GT World, and then what you're looking for the Corvettes is that GT America powered by AWS, and then you'll see the Saturday races and the Sunday races. And for their category, it's GT4 Pirelli, and that's the class that he runs in. And they're all on the same YouTube channel. That's about the best way to watch it right now. So if you have a computer, you can get it. Okay. That's it.
Okay. Thanks, Jim. I think everybody knows, if you haven't heard about it, we're having a car show July 27th. I'm going to have Barb come up and talk about working the car show. As you all know, it takes a lot of effort. And for some people that are new to the club and everything, we need all the help that we can get at the car show. And you can volunteer for certain jobs. So Barb, come on up. Barb Harms is going to talk about it. July 27th. Make sure you mark that down. And Jeannie is over there being able to sign up if you want to sign up for the car show early. Thank you.
Thank you, Jerry. Kevin Kaupe, who is here this evening, is the chairperson of the car show committee. And so I'm sure he'll want to say a few things about the car show in general. My role is to sign up the workers. We need a huge amount of help on that day. And although some of you are veterans and have been with the club for some time and have volunteered in the past, there are newer members who either have not had the opportunity to be with North Shore Corvette Car Show yet, or didn't do it in the past. So I'd like to describe the different jobs so that you have an overview before I pass around the sheet. And I would ask that you go ahead and sign up for as many jobs. In other words, if you're doing something in the morning and you want to do something in the afternoon as well, that's fine. So, like I say, we need all the help we can get. The very first job will be Saturday evening setup. And because the committee members are all there on Saturday evening, we don't need very many volunteers in addition to that. But if you are interested in coming at about 4 o'clock on Saturday, by the way, it is at Lynch Chevrolet, which is just across the border on Route 50 to the east. So if you take 294, no, excuse me, 94 into Wisconsin, and then go east on 50, you cannot possibly miss it. It is a huge Chevy dealer, and with a huge amount of parking and area for us to set up. So we build several tents for shade, and we prepare other things to get as much as we can possibly get ready on Saturday evening. Then Sunday morning, again, the committee members for the most part are there early, but some of them have specific duties very early. So at 7 a.m., there is a sign up also that you can sign up for setting up there. The next job would be registration, and Jeannie Dermershi is in charge of registration. If you have any specific questions, she is here this evening. She is signing people up tonight for the car show. Pre-registration is $5 less than registering at the show. And then you will get a pre-printed packet, and it will have a very nice pre-printed card and all for your windshield. So there's very definite advantages. In addition, there are 2 lines for registration when you come that day. Pre-registered, go right in and pick up their packet. If you're registering at the show, you get into the other line and you have to fill out all the paperwork and work while they register you. It takes longer for sure. So Jeannie needs a lot of help for registration. The next job is participant parking, and Jim Barnich is in charge of participant parking. And what that is helping all the participants find where they're parking. We have not been parking by class. We've been parking Corvettes and Chevys in different areas. Okay. If you are with a specific person you want to park next to, and they are also a Corvette, then you can, try to request that or come in together. And Jim and his group will do everything they can to have you together. But do keep in mind, it is first come, first serve. The older cars are more centrally located in the dealership. So just so you know that. The next one is participant parking. And Doug Storms and Jerry Kelly are running participant parking. Public parking, wrong. So Doug and Jerry are running the public parking. If people want to come and park for free, then they park on the street. If they want to park in the lot, they need to pay a fee, and that goes towards the charity. That money does go to the charity. So anybody that wants to park on the lot, then they need to pay a fee. So again, public parking is just that. Raffle and 50/50. Gail Eggle is in charge of that. She's been doing it for years. She does a fantastic job. And may I just mention, because Gail's not here tonight, there are letters on the table there that are solicitation letters. We've used these letters for years. It is a charity car show. So if you know any restaurant or other service of any kind that you feel comfortable asking them to donate either a raffle prize, that's what we need. We don't have door prizes anymore like we used to. We just have the raffle prizes. And so it needs to be a little more significant. But if you could take some letters and go and ask just one or two businesses, that would help the club a lot. So that's the raffle and the 50-50 table. Then there's membership, and membership is Sue Stockman. And so Sue will be there during the day and answering questions about membership, but also if you want to join her so that she can go take a break or whatever, we have a few shifts for that. So you can come and be in the membership table and answer questions about our club. Then there is a ballot committee, and the ballot committee is being run by Barb Mashburn. And what we are going to do is we'll be having a team that'll be counting Corvette ballots and a team that'll be counting the Chevy ballots and filling out all the proper paperwork. And we need a lot of help there as well, because we would really like to stay on time, and it's very difficult to get all of it tallied, get the papers all filled out, and be ready to hand out the trophies. And by the way, on the registration table, if you noticed, the little bit larger trophy is the one for the best in your class, and the little bit smaller one is for a class winner. So like second place or whatever. We also will have real tall trophies for dealer's choice and for participants, which is best in show. But it is the top votes throughout all the cars there, Corvettes and Chevys. That is the participants, whoever gets the most votes overall. And then we do have cleanup. And again, a lot of the committee members are there at Saturday night. They're there Sunday morning, and they stay and they clean up. If you can stick around and help clean up, we really, really appreciate it. We definitely want everybody to police their own areas, please. We also ask that you not pull out until the trophies are done, because that just creates a lot of turmoil. And then there's just a few sheets, places you could put on call. So let's say you're not sure. You might, okay, I'll do registration in the morning, or I'll park some cars in the morning. But then, I really don't mind if they need some help later in the day. Put yourself down then on call, and then we'll do just that. If we are running short on something, I'll give you a call, or I'll find you and ask if you could help. So that's a rundown. We're not going to do that every month, but like I said, a lot of people, what in the world is set up, and what in the world do you need to do for registration? If you haven't done it before, I think it's important. So may I just go ahead and start the sign up sheet, and feel free to sign up as many times as you'd like, as long as they don't overlap, please.
Thank you, Barb. Does anybody have any questions for Barb? Kevin will be up here. Kevin Copy will be up here later to talk about some of the other parts of the car show. Jeff, you want to talk about the high mileage award? Okay. I don't think everybody knows that we're always giving something out for the people that drive their Corvette. And that's the people that put the most mileage on their Corvette for the year. So, Jeff?
Okay, thanks, Jerry. As Jerry said, we started a contest, goodness knows, I don't know, 10 years ago. It's named after Lou Morbido, who was an active club member who sadly passed away at a fairly young age. From where I am now, it seems even younger. Called the Lou Morbido High Mileage Award. It's broken down by class. So there's a separate award for C1s, a separate award for C2s, etc. It coincides with the club's fiscal year. So we run it from the date of the May meeting to the date of the May meeting the following year. So for those that are entered for the 2024 to 2025 fiscal year, we recorded everybody's mileage back in May of 24. And we have a measurement date that will be May 21st, which is the date of the club's May meeting next month in 2025. Now, ideally, we would ask you to bring your car, your Corvette, here to the May meeting on May 21st, and one of us will go around and check your odometer and take a photo of the odometer and determine how many miles you drove. If you're not able to bring your Corvette to the May meeting, then we ask you to submit a photograph of your odometer, but submit that photograph no later than midnight of May 21st. You know, any out of fairness, if we're getting photographs of odometers after May 21st, you know, there's a possibility that you added miles after the 21st, and so we don't want to allow that. So either bring your car to the May meeting or submit a photograph to me. You know, my email is in the system, and we will also have an announcement on the website about this photograph of your odometer by midnight of May 21st. Now, if you're interested in participating in the 2025 to 2026 contest, and you bring your car, you submit a photograph next month, we'll use that as the starting mileage for next year's contest. If you have not participated in the past, or you got a new car or whatever reason, then I need a photo of your odometer. In this case, we'll let you submit it up through May 31st. You know, the logic being that in theory, you could have put more miles on it between the 21st and the 31st. So you're penalizing yourself if you get it to me at the last minute. But we need to have a drop dead date in there, and that's going to be May 31st. So midnight by May 31st for those that did not participate this year that want to participate next year. Not everybody in the club participates. You know, there are those that drive very few miles, but there are people that really do get out there and enjoy their cars and put a lot of miles on them. And if you're one of those people, you know, why not? Now, you may be asking yourself, what kind of valuable prize do I get if I win this? And we have an example here, a genuine laser printed certificate with your name inside a relatively inexpensive frame that we purchased at Target. So this is not a monetary award. This is something to do for bragging rights and for pride, for the glory of it. Thanks, Tommy. But people that participate tend to have a really good time with it. So, you know, if you participated, if you gave me your mileage a year ago, please bring your car or provide a photograph May 21st this year. If you'd like to give it a try next year, there's nothing to lose. There is no downside to participating and coming in dead last. We do not award any kind of a Raspberry Prize or anything like that to somebody who drives very little. If you have a relatively obscure or relatively old Corvette, I will tell you that the prize for the, I believe it was the C2. Oh, do we have the, okay. Well, yeah, but this one was even less. So this is the C2. I think it was a mid-year. I believe it was Jerry that won it, and I believe he drove it, let's just say under 100 miles that year. Yeah. What Jim gave me was a as yet uncollected award from a year ago for the C1 category, and he drove 637,000, or I'm 637 miles. If you got a C8, you're going to have to put a lot of miles in your car. Same with the C7, C6. You get into C4s, you know, not as much mileage is required. C3s, not as much mileage, but you know, it's fun. It really can be fun, and I hope you think about participating. I hope you do participate, and I hope you have fun with it. So thank you. Thanks, George.
Yeah, I did win it for the 67, but I I had to go out and get gas for it and a number of things. I didn't even anticipate winning that, but I did, and I thought it was really neat. So uh, there's a couple other people here, like Glenn, and a couple other people that have C2s that should bring theirs out too. That way they can at least participate in this, and it's a neat thing. So at this time, I think we're going to have Jeannie come up, and she's going to talk about a couple things. Oh, before that happens, Cordis, do you have the person that won the the blue Corvette on the Bruce? Um, on our website, Earl has designed it so that there's a blue Corvette that's hidden among all the pages, and it changes from month to month. And if you find it and you click on it and you fill out the details at the membership meeting, which would be like tonight or next month or whatever, you would win, what is it, $10? $10 gift card. So it was made to get the people to look at our website and to search around and look at all the different things and opportunities and the places to go for anything you may want. And it's always being changed and updated. So it's a great opportunity. Okay, Jeannie is going to talk about another thing here. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to start off with a finance. Oops. So we had a beginning balance of 12. Sorry. We had a beginning balance of $12,220.87. We had deposits of $233.39, and we had checks paid out for $950.37. And we have an ending balance of $11,503.89. And that's it for March. Okay, and we'll go to the birthday game. Oh, wait a minute. We know who got the car. Bruce did. Bruce, I had a hard time finding a $10 gas card today. They all want to start at 25. So I bought some Amazon ones, but I'll try to find some gas ones. Yeah, last month was Ron. I didn't have any of these cards to give to him, but I gave it to him tonight. Okay, and we have 3 birthdays tonight. We have Ron Damaricki, 418. No, 48. Sorry. And we have Tom White, 421. And we have Kathy Zamazal, 426. So if of course you can go ahead, and then I'm gonna have everybody answer a question. Yeah, go ahead. Tom, Tom White. All right, Tom, I will give you yours in a week. So, okay, the birthday question is, at a party, where can someone find you? Ron? Okay. Okay. By the food? Two good places. Okay. Now there was some nominations that were sent in. Or maybe I should do this first. I'll do this first. Okay, so we were talking about the car show. So and I'm doing the sponsors. And so you can there's two different ones for C1 all the way down to a C8. You can do for the first trophy of the C1 or C2 or C3, it's a $35 donation, and you can do a memorial for somebody. You can put down, I mean, you're just sponsoring the trophy for whoever or whatever. Maybe, I don't know, whatever you want to do. But they are filling up. And we also have it for the Chevys also, going from AA all the way down to II. And again, it's two, first and second. And then the dealer's choice is $50, and the best of show is $75. So if anybody would like to do any kind of sponsor memorial for somebody that you want to do the year of the car, I have it. Okay, now we have nominations that came in. I was nominating committee, and Debbie Monaire, she was a nominating committee person. Jerry was a nominating committee person, and so was Mr. Jim Barnage. Didn't have many come in, but we did get the positions filled. So as our slate says, we are Jerry Mulick, president, Tom Arvison, vice president, me, treasurer, Debbie Monaire is membership, Chicago McLean, secretary. She called me all the way from Japan saying that she would love to be. She's too far away. And the day I talked to her, she said that she went to her, I got to just make sure it's right. She went to her middle school reunion. Yeah, okay. She went to her middle school reunion and she was just so excited. So, okay. So Chicago is as you can see, she's very excited. Bill Domershi is the governor. Paul Zighorn is safety. Curtis Storms is going to be webmaster. Frank Punzio is activities. Kevin Copy is member at large. Russ Glover is a member at large. And Sue Ratter is member at large. So I guess I don't have anything else to talk about now. Oh, okay. But we've been looking for publications for a year, and we're still looking for publications. So if anybody wants to do publications, let one of us know, and we can always add you in. But yeah, publications is a hard one to do. I mean, it's not a hard one to do, but it's been a hard one to get. So, if you think that you would like to do publications, please let us know. Publications, tell him.
Publications publishes a newsletter every month. And if you take a look at our website, you'll be able to see some of the publications that we've had in the past. It has the activities in there. It has one of the sheets in there that shows what's happening with the club. It has the officers list, and it has a number of things, depending on the time of the year, one of what where the activities, and then it has sometimes a recap on some of the activities that were already completed or taken over. It has information on new activities, and it just has a number of things. At our website, we have a list of every position and what it entails. And with the publications position, you're able to use like WordPerfect. There's a number of software things you can use to be able uh, to prepare the document and then send it over to the website. In this case, Cordis would be handling that, and it would be published in our website, and you could see what's happening every month. So I've done it for a number of years, and we can always help anybody out if they are interested in doing it. So it's not that complicated. So any questions on that? Any takers so far? Ed? No. Okay. Any questions on the election process? Next month, we're going to have elections. So you've seen the slate. If you have any questions on it, uh, you can see who's going to be able to run and what positions and stuff like that. We're always looking for people to be able to step up and serve for the club. It's an interesting job, and it gives back to the club. And for a number of people, we meet once a month. Sometimes, like in the past, we elected to go on either Zoom or we might skip a month or something like that. So there's always a lot of flexibility. It isn't always necessary for people to be able to have a direct in-person meeting, because we can do it on Zoom or something like that, and we can facilitate it very easily. And if you have a computer or even a phone, you can be out of town, you can be in Japan, you could be anywhere in the world and still be uh, able to participate at a board meeting or at a club meeting. So, any questions on any of that? After the meeting, a lot of people go to wood fire. Can I get a show of hands who might be interested in going to wood fire for anything? Gail, you want to take a number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, looks like. It looks like 12, but I think Ken Such put up 2 hands, so I don't know. Okay. Sue, our membership chairman, Sue Stockman. We have any new members tonight? 2 guests. Okay.
Yes, one's a surprise.
Hi.
We don't have any new members as of today, but I'm so excited. We have 2 very interesting guests. I told them I was going to call them up. So, Ed, do you want to come up and say hello and tell us about your new vet? It's his very first one. So Really exciting. Ed, is it Bayless?
Bayless, yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Hi, my name is Ed Bayless. Totally new to all of this. I'm still learning how to get in and out of my car, first of all. I don't know anything about it. Anyways, I saw this on the internet and just trying to learn a little bit more about it and join a club and see where it goes from there. Don't know enough about it though. As 2014 C7 convertible manual shift. It keeps my wife from driving it.
What color?
It's maroon. It's I forgot what the I'm so new to it, I forgot the color. The
What's-
maroon red.
Jerry would know.
Okay.
Jerry, 2014 maroon red. What's the name of the color?
Oh, I don't think so. It might be 14.
2014.
14.
Oh,
67.
2014.
Forgot the name of it. Who cares?
It's the future red. Yeah,
Yeah,
they change
yeah.
names
So
all the time.
but here I am and hopefully I can pursue this and enjoy it.
We hope so too. We hope so
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you. And we have a returning member, Rob Hatz. Rob, do you want to come up? And this was so interesting. You were a member in the 1980s, did you tell me? 89. Okay. So, like to introduce Rob Hatz.
Yeah.
He's going to tell you about his vet and
Well,
tell everybody where you're from and where you live and all that.
well, when I was with the club, I was in Palatine,
Oh,
and now I live in Schaumburg. And it was interesting watching how the meeting went because there's a lot more people here than there were when I was a member.
right.
Debbie Monier was part of the club then, and back then we were in the club. We had two Corvettes. My wife and I, we had a new 84 C4, and we had a 65 Rally Red coupe that was a original Kelsey Hayes knockoff car, side pipes. That was a car we showed. So then what I did was I was the guy that put together the Corvette drags. So I would go up to Great Lakes Dragway and negotiate with Broadway Bob for the trophies and whatever type of residuals we got. And so we had two little girls then. And then suddenly we had twins. So we had four girls. So the Corvettes left. So that was 89. And then I bought let's see, so I've had six. I had a brand new 77 when I was 20. Then I traded that for a 70 LT1. Then I had the 84 C4. Then I had the 65 Rally Red Coupe. Then I had a 93 anniversary convertible with a hardtop. And now I've got a 1992 C4 Black Rose, black interior convertible. Yeah. So it's so like I said, what was interesting about watching everybody here tonight is just seeing you pass around the sign up sheets, because that was a real problem back when I was a member too and everything. But I just wanted to see what it was like again. You know, it's a lot farther along in my life and my career and everything, but it's great to see that the club is still around. And I brought some pictures and just some old memorabilia from when I was involved in it back in the 80s, if you guys wanted to take a look at that. But it was a great group of people, and it seems like a great group of people now.
Yes.
So thank you for allowing me to attend your meeting.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's good. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. It was right about the time I was leaving. Yeah. Because I sold the 65 at the Best in Glass car show. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Well,
Thank you.
yeah.
We got to call them up.
Okay. Bill just mentioned something that I forgot about. On all of the elected officers that we have for our slate, we have to have all of them come up and maybe introduce themselves if you don't know exactly who they are or how long they've been in the club or anything like that. And So I'll go down the line. I'm first. I've been a member since 1987, and I I joined the club. At that time, you had to have a sponsor in order to join the Corvette Club, and then you had to attend a couple meetings and activities in order to be voted in. Now we don't have to have that, but at that time you did. I'm a judge at Bloomington Gold. I'm a judge at NCRS. I'm a judge at Muscle Car Show, and throughout my time, yeah, I get some water, Bill. I've had a number of Corvettes. 67 is one of my specialties. That I've had a number of them, and right now I have a Z06, 2024 Z06, and I've enjoyed the club, traveled all over the country, and in fact, had an opportunity to travel. Had an opportunity to travel down to Australia and New Zealand and join those clubs, and met some great people. So we know people basically all over the world, and a lot of them are coming here. And we've traveled with NCRS to a number of things. So I've been involved with Corvettes and for many years, and met some great people besides all the great people here that I've met. So now I think I'll introduce Tom Arvidsson, so he can mention. Tom has been a president before. He's been in the club a long time too. So Tom.
Good evening. Yeah, I started in the club in 1999 after I bought a 89 Corvette convertible, white with red interior, and I was going to just have that for a couple of seasons and go buy something else and guess what I still have is a white 89 convertible. I'm have been oh my goodness, let's go. Been member at large, been governor, been secretary, uh, vice president, and I was president for 15 years. So, I was what? No, actually, I tinkered with it, but I wasn't actually the webmaster. That's right. I was webmaster and president at the same time. I keep forgetting this stuff. So, but so yeah, I've put in a little bit of time. So, but that's what I know. So, all right, after you.
Thanks, Tom. You know, I started as a member at large, and then I went to safety, and then I went to, gosh, all different positions all over the place. But I've been on the board for a long time, and it's been very fulfilling. So, Cordis, you want to come up? Well, Cordis is going to be going for webmaster, but she was our secretary. But she's going to tell about she's going for the position of webmaster. So, come on up.
Hi, I'm Corda Storms. We've been members of the club since June of 22. We bought our first Corvette in January of 22, a Red Mist convertible. Really enjoyed the club. So the following year, I offered to run for secretary. So I've been secretary of the club for the past 2 years. And since Earl left, I thought I would help out by filling in where he left off. But he did a great job of setting us up, creating the brand new website. So hopefully I won't have too much trouble sliding into that role, but it'll be a learning experience, but I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you, Lance. Now I'd like to have Jeannie come up. Jeannie is our treasurer, and I would have to say that since she's been our treasurer, she does such a magnificent job of keeping track of almost every penny that we have and every penny we spend. So, Jeannie?
Okay, I joined the club in 2004, I believe. Um, and I did nothing for a while. And then Jerry talked me into being member at large. So I was member at large for a few years. And then Jerry talked me into being a secretary. So then I was secretary for a while. And then I went to treasurer. So I was secretary for maybe like 2 years. 2 years. Yeah. And then I went to treasurer, and that's where I'm still at. And that's it. What else you want to know?
So I'm Bill Domershe. I'm part ditto ditto everything she said. But it's funny. I got a story for you real quick. When we first joined the club, I was like, no, I do not want to join the Corvette Club. I have too much to do. I'm too busy. I work 50, 60 hours a week. I don't want to be with all those people, right? Because I deal with people every day of my life. Well, sure enough, she obviously does a great job with all the details. So here I am. And I actually think it's one of the best things we've done for ourselves because as a couple, we grew into club. We were recruited by a person that was a pilot for, I'm not sure what airline. Barb, you might remember who it was a couple that he was a pilot. And I think his son is in the club, was in the club. But they kind of were the first people that came after us and asked us to join, and we did. And it's actually one of the best things that we've ever did for ourselves. It gets us involved in doing things together. We go on a lot of events together, do a lot of activities together. It's something that she shares. I don't quilt. I don't sew. I do help with the laundry and clean the house. But, I work out in the yard. She does not cut the grass. But the Corvette Club is all a thing that we do together. So it's been a real positive thing. As far as my experience with the club, I was member at large for 2 years. In the last 2 years, I've been vice president. Even before that time, I attended many board meetings and was involved with lots of activities and doing several different things for the club. In the last couple of years, I think the club has really grown. A lot of new members, C8s, I think really kind of exploded on the scene for us, and it's really helped us grow the club. We've set record amounts of activities in the last couple of years, given out more points than ever in the last couple of years. We created a new website. It's still a young website. It's not even a year old, but it's really going to take us into the future and make everything a lot easier for everybody, not only as members, but for the whole board. There are so many things that we can do with that. It's been a real positive thing for us. We just need to work through all the bugs and all the issues that we run into. But I'm doing governor this time around because Jim is giving it up. Him and I have kind of been working together on that for quite a while. And I'm happy to do that, and I still will help with setup and activities. Who's next, Chair?
Frank.
Frank? No, anybody know Frank? He's a new member. He just joined last week.
Well, being with this club is like being a new member all the time. A lot of fun and everything. I don't know how long I've been a club member. I'm guessing around 17 years. Barb could probably tell me. I didn't know I'd have to come up with that tonight, but been here for a while. My buddy Steve got me in the club when he bought his club, his car. He was doing all the things I wanted to do, which was drag racing, autocrossing, and doing the road courses. I got jealous, found my car down in Atlanta, Georgia. He drove me down there. We drove it back and joined the club to do those things. So that's why I kind of keep the racing going, because that's really why I bought the car, was to like have fun with it. And Jim Benton got me into the board as a member at large. And after that, Barb retired from activities. Then we had Bob Kerfin as activities, and then I took over, and then have been doing activities ever since. It's been a lot of fun. Met a whole nother family, and yeah, it's all been good. And that's it. That's my story.
Deb, Debbie, Debbie Manier. Debbie's been a member longer than I have. In fact, when I joined, she was already a member for a number of years. So, yes.
Hi, I'm Debbie. You guys know. I've been in the club this year 39 years. I'm looking, I'm right here. I've been on the board a number of years. And how I got in the club was, and our guest will know who I'm talking about because he's in the picture you gave me. There was Alan Bonnie Newman, had a 1974 blue Corvette, and I used to vote for it because I was hanging out with somebody that was in the club since I was like 18. And so I was around for years before I joined. And I always voted for this car. And I said, someday it'll be mine. And I didn't have a Corvette. And I had 5 Mustangs, though. And so then they were going to sell the car because they got 2 and they didn't need 2. And I bought it. So, and that car was in the club since 1975. So I bought a club car. And then when I sold the car, it sold to Dave Kylo, who had it for the rest of the years. And it was, he just sold it out of the club last year. So the car was in the club since 1975. And now I have a Black Rose 92 6-speed. That's it. Sorry, there's no more.
Thank you, Deb. Paul Ziegelhorn, our safety person.
Hi there, I'm Paul Ziegenhorn. And Mary and I, my wife, we've been in the club since I just asked her and she didn't know, 21 or 22. And memory is the second thing to go, I think they say. So I've had, over my life, I've had 3 Corvettes. I had an 89, I had a 2014, and I currently got last year a 23 hardtop convertible torch red. And glad we joined the club. We actually we really enjoy all the things that the club does. There's a lot more activity going on than you would expect from a club like this. And they do a lot of things that are not only fun but also helpful to others, and so we like that too. It's a nice mix of almost a charitable side and the fun side too. So that's been great. On the board, I've been safety chairman for this past year, and before that I ran for member at large and I got smoked. So I tried again and there was nobody running, so I looked pretty good. So was glad to do that, and actually it's been fun. Want to put in a plug for the website because I think it's really a great start. They're always fixing it. You know, it's like your typical website. It's a work in progress, and with that being said, I think it's really important for the members to look at the website on a regular basis because you can see what's going on. You can get involved and see what's working on. Everything is kind of spelled out as far as the schedule, and you can always get your questions answered. They're really good about following up on chats if you have any questions. And I think it's going to be very helpful. I do a monthly safety article, which I've enjoyed doing. I didn't really think much about it, but that's one of the responsibilities. And so I've been trying to come up with something different every month. And hopefully I can continue doing that, something that's somehow related to some form of safety. And so it's been a good learning experience for me too. So I've enjoyed it and made some good friends and some really nice people in this club. So thanks much.
We've had since Paul's been up here, we've had the best safety record ever. With 100%. Kevin Copy, is also on the car show. He's running the car show, but he also has been a member at large. Come on up, Kevin. Tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Kevin Copy. I've been with the club for 3 years now. My past, I've been running a Buick car club with the Buick Club of America.
Give me 1 second. Okay. Just a little. Can I have the people that are back talking? Can we just have you stop so that we can hear everything that Kevin says? It's kind of distracting if you're talking and you have another conversation. Thank you. Okay, Kevin. Sorry.
Hi, my background, I'm been running a Buick club with the Buick Club of America. I have my parents' original 1976 Buick Riviera, and I've been running the car shows for 10 years now. I graduated high school in 1979, and our Buick Club was the featured car club Saturday at Gateway Classic Cars in Kenosha. And we were able to peruse the showroom, and that's where I saw my 1979 Corvette that I purchased. I got a black 79, and I've been a member now again for 3 years. I've been running the organizing the car show events here for the club. I was a member at large this past year, and then I'll be moving into that position again for the new year. We do have our Gateway Classic Cars featured car club Saturday, North Shore Corvette Club. It's coming up a week from Saturday. It'll be Saturday, April 26th. Hopefully, all you guys, you got plenty of Corvettes here today. Hopefully, we can make a road trip, get your Corvettes out of hibernation, make a road trip up to Gateway Classic Cars, and help support the car club. We can earn up to $200 if we have 20 vets attend. So again, that's Saturday, April 26th from 9 a.m. to noon. So hopefully we can attend. So.
We don't have the other members here we didn't miss anybody, did we, that are here? Yeah. Sue Ratter is not here, but Tom reminded me of something, that this is the slate, and this is exactly what we're going to be voting on next month. So we hope everybody can make it pardon me? Oh, Russ, come on up. I'm sorry. That's why I asked, was there anybody else that I missed? I'm sorry.
Thanks, Jerry. Good evening, everybody. I'm Russ Glover. I'm not exactly sure how long I've been a member, 3 or 4 years, somewhere around there. I've been a Corvette owner for 25 years, got a 99 C5 Roadster, and also have a 22 Red Mist hardtop convertible. And I guess being invited to be a member at large is the way they kind of hook you into this organization, I guess, right? It seems like that's where they start you out. It's like, okay, member at large. Yeah. Well, I'm the candidate for member at large, and I'm looking forward to it, actually. I enjoy the club. And actually, I'm also organizing the Red Carpet Route 66 corridor event on May 3rd. So just putting a plug in there for that. But that's me. I live in the neighborhood. I've been a Corvette enthusiast for many years. I like hanging out with people that like cars, and I like driving a car, and here I am. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Russ. Did I miss anybody, Bill? Huh? Barb Harms is going to talk to us about the points. The member at large position is a great way to be able to be on the board and see how it operates, and be able to accept responsibilities and do a number of things. And as Russ said, it's a great learning, and it's a step right into one of the other positions. So, Barb.
Okay, I've got points. There are a couple of new people here tonight, so I would like to just explain. We have a sign-up sheet at every single event, and we ask you to please sign in. And we started a program many years ago. I can't remember the year that we actually started at Libertyville Chevrolet, but that was the year that I understand the point system started. So it was not, in the very beginning of the club. But at any rate, you receive 2 points for attending a meeting, an extra point if you drive your Corvette to a meeting or to an event. Now, the one thing it does say, if you are a supporter, for instance, there was recently a bowling party. If you came and you bowled, then you received 2 points. If you drove your Corvette and you bowled, you got 3 points. If you came just to cheer the bowlers on, and so therefore you were a supporter, you receive 1 point. And as it says in the points, which is on our website, again, how it explains it all, you do not receive an extra point for driving a Corvette if you're a supporter. So if you would go to, for instance, a racing event and you race, then you would receive 2 or 3 points. If you went to support the racers, which is great, you would receive 1 point. So just some clarification there if people are watching their points. Points are posted on a quarterly basis on the website as well. So they were posted the end of December and they will be posted again. So anyway, Ed, no, Ed doesn't have it. I have my shirt on tonight, and it just shows I've been in the club a while. You receive 5 bronze bow ties first for every 10 points, and then for the next 10 points, you receive a silver, and for the final 50 points, you receive, for every 10 points, you receive a gold. So then that completes the bow ties. After that, you wait for 100 points and you start collecting stars, gold stars. When you reach 900 points, you become a lifetime member, and people that are lifetime members will have a different name tag on. And that indicates that they are a lifetime member. So that just shows you have been in the club and you've been active in the club. Some people achieve that relatively quickly by attending a lot, being on the board and whatever, and other people take longer. I'll just tell you, the 2 biggest ways to earn points is the annual banquet, where you can have a lot of different jobs and accumulate quite a few points. And the second one is by helping at the car show. You get 5 points for showing your Corvette. You get 4 points if you show a metal car. And you get 2 points for every shift that you work of approximately an hour and a half or 2 hours. So if you should do a job that takes 4 hours, you would get points. So it accumulates pretty quickly for the car show. So tonight, I've got somebody that will be getting their patch. The patch meaning the North Shore Corvette crossed flags patch, and then getting the second bronze type. Nope. Yeah, patch. And I'm going to be giving this to her husband because she's not here. Debbie Balma, 23 points. So if you could put up, right. Thank you, Brian. Brian just put up his hand. If you could put up your hand and let us see where you're sitting, we can bring the envelope to you. 30 points, Daniel Laredo. Daniel. Someone who also is not here tonight, 31 points, Jane Carroll, but her husband is. So, Brian, if you could bring that to her, I would appreciate it. Mark, excuse me. I said Brian, excuse me. Mark Carroll, right back there. Okay. And now we have a couple that are going to be getting points. Ken Zamazal with 47 and Kathy Zamazal with 50 points. Okay, so been very active. Oop, there, okay. Very active. Now you can see that there were just a few more points, Kathy. I think that probably came from the banquet or else the car show last year when she worked. And then that's, you get a little more points. 60 points for Doug Domaraki. Doug, good to see you back. Okay, now 63 points for Brian Balma. Brian. 82 points for Jim Saros. Jim came in later. I'm sure here he is right here. Whoop, Bill. There we go. Okay. Mark Carroll, 136 points. Mark. He was wondering at the go-kart racing, what about my points? And he was checking with Debbie, and Debbie kept saying, I don't do the points. Lauren McLean, 150 points. And obviously, Lauren's partner is in Japan tonight. The high award tonight, and somebody that did have to wait for 100 points. So 253 points to Larry Backergy, who is getting his first gold star. Larry.
Thank you, Barb. We just got a message from Chicago in Japan that she wanted to talk about this. So
can you hear me?
got her
Yeah, can you hear me?
I think she can get her on the yeah.
You want to pour this one?
Here, put it. Here.
Okay.
Oops, where'd you go?
Talk.
Here. Oh, okay. Sorry, my name is Chicago McLean. Me and my husband been a member since 2022. I don't know much about cars. I don't know much about anything, but Jeannie asked me to be a secretary, so I said, okay, that's probably the only way that everybody remembers me other than winning the raffle. So I thought that was a good idea. So hi, everybody. I've been enjoying the meeting. The audio is really great. So, Cordis, you're doing a great job. That's it.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
As you can see, even from Tokyo, we can reach our members all the way around the world. So, Frank, you want to cover activities? It's really great that we can do that. And like I say, on Zoom, regardless of where you are, anywhere, you can either attend the meeting, be on the board, or do anything or participate. So, Frank?
Hello, everyone. Things are starting to happen. Weather's getting warmer. We have a bunch of events this month. Last month, I think all we had was the go-karting. We had 5 people show up. It was me, Eric, Mark, Debbie, Tom, and Barb and Ed. Yes. And it's kind of funny how things like that work. We plan like the go-kart event. Sometimes we go there and it's really filled up and we got to wait our turns and it ends up being a long night. We went like last Tuesday, I think it was, or 2 Tuesdays ago. We owned the place. No one was there. So it was real enjoyable, relaxed, went at our pace and turned out to be a good time. But anyway, moving into the future, Jerry's got the National Corvette Museum birthday bash coming up next week. I don't know if it's too late. Hopefully you've made your plans and you're going. And
well, we got a number of people that are going. I don't know if anybody else wants to go. There was some people that had to change their plans, so there's still some rooms available in one way or another. So if anybody wanted to go, we're still able to go. We're leaving next Wednesday in the morning. Some people are coming down Thursday. Some people are coming down Friday, and we're going down on Wednesday. So let me know if anybody has any interest in going down there for the bash. Okay. Thank you, Frank.
Good. Thank you. And then Friday, April 25th, we have the Lake County Honor Flight number 27 departure. Cordis and Doug Storms are doing that. And then 2 days later, on Sunday, April 27th, we have the escort home. Do you want to mention anything about the cruise or anything?
So for the send off, it's not like in the middle of the night like it used to be on Friday. It's actually we meet at like 11 in North Chicago. We cheer for the veterans as they come out of the building and get on their bus, and then we get in our cars and we caravan up to the Milwaukee airport, and we cheer them as they come in and go through the airport and get ready to fly off to DC for the weekend. And then on the way back home, we'll meet. You can either join us and meet us at the Wisconsin Welcome Center in Pleasant Prairie, right off of 94 and 165, and caravan with us up to the airport, or you can meet us at the airport and park in the international arrivals area, and then we wait for the veterans to come in from the gate, and we cheer them and we applaud and take pictures, and they love seeing the Corvettes, and it's a really great experience. You get to cruise up 94, police escorted. It's really nice, it's really fun, and the veterans really appreciate it. So if you'd like to join us, we'd love to see you then. Just let me know you're coming so we know to expect you. Thanks.
Very good. Thank you, Cordis. And in between those 2 days, on Saturday, April 26th, Kevin already touched up about it, about we're the featured car club at Gateway Classic Cars in Milwaukee, which is in Caledonia, not in Milwaukee or Kenosha. So that's it from 9 to 12. Got some flyers up there for all our events this month. So if you want to get some more details, there are some flyers. And then also the internet has the info. Russ Glover is doing the Route 66 Red Carpet Corridor Festival. Do you want to say more about that? And he has some info and an itinerary on the table also, a sign-in sheet if you want to sign it, so Russ knows you're coming.
All right, great. Thanks, Frank. So I've mentioned a couple times, this is the last meeting before May 3rd, which is the Red Carpet Corridor event. It's a 2-day event down Route 66. I know probably everybody has probably driven on some section of Route 66 at some point in their life. Maybe you didn't know it, but you were probably driving on Route 66 someplace. Recently, I have some kids in California, and I was driving down the Arroyo Seco Parkway, and little did I know that that's an old part of Route 66 that leads down to Santa Monica. It's sort of one of the last stretches. But at any rate, I'm talking about this section that is in northern Illinois. And many of you know it starts down on Adams Street, but we're going to pick it up at the Joliet Old Prison. So there's information on the table. There's 3 pages that describes the towns we're going to stop at along the way. It's sort of a free form event.
But there's also good information on the website. You can look at it on your phone. You can download the information sheet if you want in PDF form and print it out. But basically, the idea is we're going to start out pretty early on Saturday morning. There's an optional breakfast. I would like to know how many people might want to join the breakfast at 7 o'clock. It's almost right at the old Joliet prison. So it's right over there by Bolingbrook. And it's a nice place, 7 a.m. breakfast. They will do individual checks and things of that nature. It's called Holy Granoli. And they have vegetarian, gluten-free, whatever you want. They got all kinds of breakfast. But then we're going to meet at the old Joliet prison at 8:30. I thought it'd be an interesting starting point because it's scenic. It's the old Joliet prison. And I thought it'd be a photo opportunity to take some pictures of the club, a couple of the cars and people there and so forth. But then we're going to kick it off at the Joliet Historical Museum at 9:30. So from there, the itinerary follows town by town. Each little stop along the way has some special features related to Route 66, the history, the memorabilia, some of the icons along the way, the Rocket Man and things of that nature. And so it's really a fun day. Typically, we end up at about, I don't know, 4 in the afternoon in Pontiac. It goes beyond that, but I think, again, people have the option to join or leave at any point they want. But it would be great if everybody could meet again at the old Joliet prison and take some pictures, and then we'll head off from there. So again, there's information sheets, there's information on the website. You can look at it on your phone. That's another nice thing about the website. You can look at stuff on your phone, on your iPad, on your computer. It adapts to whatever device you're using. So anyway, thank you very much. I hope to see you folks. Oh, by the way, this is my first event. So I'm really counting on a big turnout, or else I'm going to be disappointed and I may cry. So
I don't want that. I've seen them cry. Now, thank you, Ross. So many breakfasts. Then we're gonna Saturday, May 10th. I'm gonna try to do our first autocross event with the Miata Club in Schaumburg. That's at Wintrust Field. It's an all-day event. Starts roughly at 8 a.m. and it goes all the way to 5 p.m. You don't have to stay the whole day if you're autocrossing. You could leave whenever you want. You could come and spectate if you want. I will do an email blast with all the details of how you got to register. Registration opens up 2 weeks before the event. So it's critical that you sign up because it's a first come, first serve basis. And once it's filled up, you'd be on a waiting list if you want to go. There's flyers up there, explains a little bit, tells you the website to go to look for the event to sign up for. It's $50, and that's a pretty fair deal. And it's a lot of fun. We got the St. Jude Drive happening. That's Thursday through Friday, May 15th to the 16th. The Allbergs and the Burbas are doing that. I don't think anybody is here to talk about that, but it starts in Bourbonnais and it goes to Memphis. Everyone that signed up and has sponsors is going to do it. If you haven't, I'm not sure. Go to their website, St. Jude's website, to get the info on that. And yeah, it's a good thing, and it's it's a beautiful thing. May 17th, Saturday, right after the Corvette Drive, Tommy T. Sherrick is going to do the Adopt a Highway cleanup on Buffalo Grove Road. It's not on our planner. It's not on the website. This is a pop-up event. It just popped up today. And I'll get it on our website and on the planner. And Tom's going to speak a few words about it.
Yes. Thank you, Frank. Yeah, we're doing it on the 17th of May. Eric and I are running this. And it's just a nice 2-mile hike. You get to socialize with your friends and while you're picking up garbage. And we keep the highways clean. And like you said, it's we meet at the Mariano's, Buffalo Grove and 22 at 10 o'clock. So bring your hiking shoes and we got grabbers in the bag. That's all we here.
Thank you, everybody. All right. And Tommy, is there a rain date if it's raining? Or is it rain or shine? The following week will be the rain date. Okay, but we'll get this on the website to get you a little bit more info on it with the details of where to meet and times. And he's got a sign-in sheet if you want to sign up tonight. That way he knows who's coming and who to expect. We talked on the high mileage award, and then I had a request to mention June 14th. There's the Mount Prospect train station car show. It goes from 3 to 8. It's June 14th. It's a Saturday. That will be added to the planner and to the website also. And that's really all I have for new events. Being the activities person, having the website the way it is now and the way we used to do things in the past, it's a little different. We're kind of like working out the little bugs about everything. I still would like everyone to do flyers if all possible, because for one, we could bring them to the meetings. The whole flyer doesn't fit on the little picture that's on the website, which is a little bit of a problem. It kind of just picks the middle of it. And I've tried it landscape, this and that. I just can't get the whole thing to fit on the little, like the picture of the website. But please still make flyers. And then also it'd be great if you could do a follow-up write-up, which our future publisher could publish on our website and tell everybody a little bit about what your event was about and what happened there. So but yeah, the website is growing. We're changing the way we do things a little bit, but it's all for the good and for the fun. And I think that's all I have for the moment. Any questions or any other new events? Someone want to pop on me tonight? No? All right, that's it. Thank you.
Frank. Curtis, is Chicago still there? Chicago, thank you so much for coming from Tokyo to give us information about being secretary. We thank you for that.
You're welcome.
The raffle people are ready.
So as we start to raffle, this shirt was left here at the last meeting. It was part of a raffle. It was part of the raffle. It was left on the raffle table last meeting. If anybody, if you own this, please come up here and get it. What size is it? You can tell me what size it is. Okay, if nobody grabs it tonight, we'll put it in the raffle next month.
This is what everybody's been waiting for, right? We're talking money. Okay, I guess we're going to start with the new Corvette raffle ticket. And for those of you who might not have done the raffle before, if we call your number, we want you to come up, tell us your name and what kind of Corvette you have, and then you get to draw the next number. So this is for a 2025 Corvette, and this gives you the raffle ticket. And the number is 269811. Yay. Come on up. Thank you very much. Perfect. Okay. Tell us your name and
Ron Domraki, orange 23 hardtop convertible. Yep.
Don't. There we go. Okay, this is for a $25 Amazon gift card. The number is 530097. Five 30097. Oh, here we go. Yay. Okay. There you go.
Thomas
Next,
O'Connor, 64 C2, Raleigh Red.
Thank you very much. What is this? Okay, this is for a lettuce. Back in the back where Linda is are all the gifts. She's got her hand up. Okay, this is for a Let Us Entertain You $25 gift card. The number is, this is interesting, 770000. Wow. 770000. Oh, it's Jerry. Jerry, tell us about your cars.
I got a 2024 Z06, a 20 C8, a 67 Corvette. That's it. I sold everything else. I can't tell it.
Song.
Don't let Felicia know how many cars I got.
We would never tell. Okay, this is for the badge. If you've got your badge and you're wearing it, and, oh, Jerry's got his. We're going to give the number, and that person will win $10. The number is 269318. Yeah. What did you win? Yeah, the Let Us Entertain You. Yeah, Linda's got them. Nancy. Yes, you have your badge. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
There you go.
Nancy Jacobko, 2006, 2022, both blue.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Just don't fall. Okay, we're going to split it up. We're going to kind of break it up a little bit. We're going to give one of the cash raffles you want to start with a $50? Okay, we have a $50 cash raffle here. Hold on to your seats. 269885 for $50. Oh, come on up. Jeannie had it. Okay.
885 right there.
885.
Bruce Marnholtz, 2017 Elkhart Lake Blue Coupe, 2020. Oh, the Admiral Blue. The other one's Elkhart Lake Blue. I get the blues mixed up. Both coupes.
Okay. What are we doing now?
$25.
Okay.
45?
25, yeah. This is for a $25 Shell gas card. Thank you. All right. The number is 269868. Drew his own ticket. Do you want to tell us what your car's again?
Bruce Marnholtz, 2017, and never mind.
Okay. What are we doing this time?
Probably trying to not pull money.
What is it?
Hold it way up here.
What is it for?
The red label.
Oh boy. Okay, this is for the Red Label booze. Woo. Okay. That one was pretty full. People must like that. Okay. 269713. 269713. I can't believe it. Eric, of course, it's Eric.
Perfect.
Perfect. Okay. Well, you've got a bazillion there, so
713?
713.
Okay.
You're getting close.
Right there.
You still no, honey, that's 731. Yeah, it's 713.
Oh, then
okay. Yeah. Try again. Pick one you like.
I'm only 30 away.
Okay, there you go. That's the right one.
I was close.
Okay.
I was close. 2010 Cyber Gray Grand Sport with 135,000 miles on it, parked over there somewhere.
Job. Okay. This is for Black Dog t-shirt compliments of Black Dog. Thank you. And the size on this one is extra large. Thank you. The number is 269584. All right. Oh, sure. That's a good idea. I mean, whatever you turn. 269584. 584. I don't need it. Just show it to me. Perfect. All right. We need your name and what you got.
Mark, C5Z06.
Very cool. And we're going to what color is it?
Silver.
Silver. Okay. All right. And the t-shirt is in the back. And this is all right. This is another raffle ticket for the Corvette, the 2025. And when we call your number, if it's your number, just give Jerry the information. And the number is 269482. There we go, Jerry. Good job. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I'm going to own a 2025 Corvette. No, I have a 1969 red 4-speed. Okay.
Yes, please.
You want to?
Yeah, we'll get that. Sure.
What is this for?
Well, I don't know.
Another shirt.
Oh, another
Oh,
shirt.
another shirt.
What color? What size is this?
Medium.
Okay, this is for another Black Dog shirt, size medium. The number is 269433.
What was it?
269433. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's good. We'll do the $15. 433. Perfect. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Bob Menke, 05 Z51, red.
Okay, and we're going to let you pick. We're going to do another cash raffle. This is for $15. Okay, thank you. Oh, you go back. It's a t-shirt, and Linda's got it. All right, the number is 269843. All right, and that was extra large, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's an extra large. Oh, okay. I see it. There you go, Ken.
Ken Zamazol. I actually just got a 21 white Stingray convertible to go with my wife's 93 red coupe and 07 atomic orange 07 coupe.
And Linda has you can't hear? I'm sorry.
It's not important.
Oh, he said it's not important. Tell them again so they can hear you. Hold it up a little closer to you.
Okay, I just got a 21 white Stingray convertible to go with my wife's 93 red 93 coupe and her orange atomic orange 07 coupe. Okay.
All right, good. Okay. This is for another Black Dog t-shirt. This is the large. The number is 269677. We could not miss. Does Chicago know that you just won?
My name is Chicago McLean.
Wait a minute, I got to see your number.
What number?
677.
It's in here somewhere.
647.
It's in here.
Oh boy, we'll find it. 677. Okay, it's gotta be this way. There it is. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, my name is Chicago McLean, and I got a blue Corvette 2-door with bucket seats.
There you go. This is the last one. Thank you. Okay, this is the last raffle, and it is for $75. Save the best for last. 269552. I did too. 269552. Really?
One more time.
269552. I think it's Bob. Come on up, Bob. Good job. Well, yeah, when you buy $800 worth, not 552. There you go. All right, tell us a little bit.
I have a Long Beach Red C7 manual transmission coupe.
Okay.
Okay.
At the back table.
Back table. She's got it. Thank you all so much. I'm going to turn it back over to Jerry.
Thank you all for coming tonight. And now that the weather's great, everybody get your Corvette out. So thank you very much for coming tonight. That's it. Good night. Be safe out there.